Well, hey guys, welcome back.
Hey to
good to
us.
see you.
It's been a long time.
It feels like it's been more than a week.
Been a long time.
Feels like it's been more than a week, and yeah, I missed you guys.
You had a day off. You had an extra day off.
I think that's what it is. I had an extra day off, so I partied hard on that extra day, and then now we're here today, and it just feels like it's been a lifetime. But yeah, it's good to see you guys.
I'm
excited. It's episode 15.
That's right. We got some hockey. We have some football. We have Thursday. We have a dreary day, but it's fun.
If you're listening to this on a Monday, I hope your Halloween was awesome last night, guys. I know ours was. We saw all sorts of costumes and stuff, and yeah. But
that's right. It is going to be. See,
yeah, because it'll be on the Monday, and then we do it on the Thursday, but then you hear it on the Monday, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Play along, right? Yeah. Play along.
Exactly. It's guys. They call us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Like I said, it is episode number 15. There's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go. Oh, yeah, guys.
And we're live from the lion cage.
That's right, the tiger cage.
That's
right.
We have a lot going on right now in the street.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of dog walking going on. Like I said, out here in the tiger cage, we like to survey the neighborhood and make sure we're doing kind of like our part for neighborhood watch. Hell, we're out here the whole night doing the show, so we see a couple dog walkers. They look a little suspicious. We might have to go out there and check that out a little bit. A lot of cars. For this time of night, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
it's kind of crappy outside too. I mean, it's not a nice evening.
What's the deal? What's the deal with the neighborhood? Why is it?
Yeah,
they
got like those little lights on the top of them.
There goes the neighborhood.
Well, looks like we got to move out of here. But absolutely, we should keep the tiger cage here.
Absolutely.
Just maybe actually cut it off, and just kind of transport it wherever we need to be.
Just move it.
It kind of reminds me of a portable.
Yeah,
right.
Just do it. Yeah.
We could move it.
All right. I guess we can close the chapter on that one.
We can close the file on that one.
All right. Guys, they call us the Breeds. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Every Thursday night live from the Tiger Cage in gloomy St. Petersburg, Florida. Little wet, little windy.
Little welcome to cool weather.
Yeah, but still not nice. Hot and humid, so that's a nice break.
Yes.
Yeah, we're dead into fall. It's after Halloween. We got Thanksgiving coming up. Not sure exactly what our plans are going to be because that is a Thursday. So we're going to decide as a family what we're going to figure out and what we're going to do, and then we'll let you guys know, of course, how that's going to go down.
Yep. But one thing for sure, we're going to eat, and I want to try a really good recipe. Something that we've never really tried to cook before.
You know what I want to do?
Let's get drunk! Yeah! Now we're talking. All right.
And play football out in the yard or street.
Yeah.
I'll play street. I'll play some street ball. You want to play? Dad, you can't handle the street ball these days. These kids, come on.
He'll put you on your ass, man. He's going to put you on your ass. Yeah, so we got a show for you guys tonight. Of course, we got birthdays, and of course, we got the mailbag. We're going to open that up for Dad. Go Ask the Dad segment, and of course, you can always check that out by emailing us at theycallusthebreeze@gmail.com, and make sure you go to facebook.com/theycallusthebreeze and like the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, etc., etc., etc. So we're going to do birthdays. We're going to do the Ask the Dad segment. Got some update on Kucherov, so we'll talk about that. The number 600 ball from Tom Brady's 600 touchdown. We're definitely going to have to talk about that tonight. Just a bunch of stuff. We're going to touch back on Nashville. Check back in with Nashville for a minute. Some news that's happened over the last week and a half that goes effective December 1st, I believe, is when that goes effective. So we're going to inform you out there about that, and it's going to be a fun show.
While you can. Get it in while you can.
I'm interested in seeing what that's all about.
Well, how was you guys this week? Pretty good?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Busy at work. A
lot of orders?
Absolutely, a lot of orders.
How many orders do you think that you processed so far?
2,538.
Wow.
Dang, that's one better than mine. One off me. One off me.
Yeah.
Always got to be a one-upper. Big things, big line items, anything. The most pounds, what was it that you I
don't sell steel by the pound. We sell cutting tools, so
boom,
by the each.
Boom.
It don't matter though. It all goes into the same coffers.
Yeah.
That's not
every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. All goes into my retirement plan.
Yeah, he's coming up soon, January 28th. We were talking about it again tonight, pre-show.
He's getting excited.
We're excited for him.
Somebody's getting excited.
I'm excited for the show. He's going to be just like raring to go, and he's going to have all this extra content flowing out of his ass. It's going to be great. Yeah.
Yep. We're going to buy him a typewriter, and we're going to have him write manuscript. Yeah.
I'm going to be like
Fade
Ernie
in.
Suchek, that the sports writer for the Chicago Times. That's the guy I was trying to think of a while back, where he went up to
all right.
Ernie Suchek. You remember that?
Yep, I remember you struggling on that one that night. We never looked it up. Well, Ryan, how was your week, bud?
It was good. I mean, this is the first kind of week off, first full week off, but I was able to get very close to getting one of the paintings done.
Cool.
We met up last night, which was fun.
Yeah, I've been trying to get your ass for the last week, man.
Long, good, fun day, but it's been fun. It's
We had meetings all day.
Recharging.
We were in meetings all day. We meeting hopped to several different meetings. And we talked about the show. We were trying to get some business done, making moves, shaking hands, kissing
fun.
babies,
Yeah.
We out here, man.
Yeah.
And then we had not a very good lunch. We won't say where, but it just wasn't quite what we hoped it would be.
Yeah, we won't mention names, but it wasn't.
It was disappointing.
The best.
It was mediocre at best.
You know what I do miss though is like this isn't the place, but what was the place downtown St. Pete on the water? Fishtails, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Fishtails was still open. That was always a good spot. Ren wanted a grouper sandwich.
Oh yeah, I wanted a grouper sandwich.
Is that where you went?
No, they're not. They're not.
Oh, they're
anymore.
closed.
Yeah,
because that was Dan from the Shore Acres restaurant when we first moved there. Dan Wesson.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, this was not there.
Family affair restaurant.
It was all right. We had a good time.
We
we had a few beers like gentlemen, and then we ate some food just to get like some good base because we knew it was going to be a long day. And then we chilled and went to the fabulous Emerald. We love the Emerald. We went there and we talked shop for a little while and.
Played some darts, smoked some darts.
Yeah, smoked some darts and did all that. And
just planning for what's next year, what's about to come.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all.
I got a little crossfaded.
I'm going to take next year day by day.
Day by day.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, my week, Sunday, I decided I went out and
no one asked you how your week was.
I did a couple things. I did a couple things different. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. I went to a restaurant I wouldn't normally go to with some friends. They kind of kidnapped me from Steve's, so I was already a couple beers deep. Had a couple of shots, and I was feeling good in the neighborhood. They're like, we're gonna go to this place for dinner, and I'd never been, and didn't really seem like something I knew much about, but I went anyway. And I looked for there's about 8 things on the menu.
What style food? Just
kind of everywhere, but just kind of.
Burger style or whatever?
No, like more like a nicer restaurant, a little bit nicer. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking through the menu, and they had rabbit parpadelli pasta.
That sounds
with rabbit meat, and I've never had rabbit before, so I was like, all right, I got to try this. I guess I'm a few beers deep. I've had a couple shots. I'm having a good time. I'm like, fuck it, try something new, man. Try something new. It's meat. I mean, it probably tastes like chicken. Never had it. Have you had rabbit?
Oh, it's gamier than chicken.
Yeah.
It's a game. But a lot of the rabbit that you get that these restaurants probably serve are probably farm-raised rabbits.
I would imagine so, yeah.
You're out there in the field watching them go like this and trying to shoot them with a shotgun or a rifle.
Yeah. So you've had rabbit.
I've eaten rabbit, yeah.
Yeah, it was in a pasta dish. It was parpadelli, the big floppy noodles. Big ribbon noodles, and it had like a cream sauce, like a little bit of lemon, and then I believe there was mushrooms and maybe something else, and then rabbit. It was kind of like pulled, so it was almost like a pulled chicken, basically, floating around the pasta. So that made it more like edible, and it was a little gamey, but it had a nice taste.
Could you taste the game taste to it?
It had like a bit
because I don't know if you know what gamey tastes like.
Yeah,
right?
I've had venison before.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. And
well,
and I've eaten plenty of buffalo. Remember, an ex-girlfriend of mine, her family sent us plenty of different buffalo. So I've had buffalo like sausage. I've had buffalo burger patties.
Me and Teresa's still waiting on that buffalo to come down.
I've had. We had our freezer fucked up and we lost half of it one time. But it's one of those things too. Like buffalo's good.
How do you lose half of a buffalo?
You got to be
David Blaine. You have to be David Blaine to lose half a. All right.
Either that or
take half this buffalo away right now.
Take that.
There's just blood and guts falling out of the buffalo. Don't worry. No buffaloes were harmed.
I'll put it back. Wait. I can't.
Either that or David Spade and what's his name's in charge of it.
Tommy boy.
Yeah.
Tommy boy.
Yeah.
Is that for me, Dad?
Well, it was good, man. I had the rabbit, and then I also went to a couple different bars that I'd normally not.
But yeah,
go to.
How was the dish? I mean, it was.
It was great.
Yeah.
I ate about 75% of it, and I was getting full. I also had a side of Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts were a little overdone. They were all black and just charred.
Have you ever eaten frog legs?
Yeah, we used to go to that restaurant on 4th
I
Street.
didn't. I forgot if you ever ordered them.
I remember we used to go to that restaurant on 4th Street that's now where Red Mesa is.
Yep.
And it used to.
They had that cooler, and you just picked out what you wanted.
Mm-hmm. And we had frog legs there like several times.
Oh yeah,
fried frog legs.
I didn't know. I didn't remember if you liked that or not.
Yeah, I remember liking them.
Now that is a lot like chicken.
Yeah, I remember liking that shit. Yeah, weird shit we've eaten. Ryan, what have you eaten?
Weirdest
anything?
thing? Or that place?
Or just like, I mean, do you? Because I don't know if you were. I don't know if you were like old enough to be eating frog legs. That was when we like first moved down here. That was like 90, 91.
Oh, that dog out there in the streets just running around like crazy.
There is no dog out there in the street. Are you okay?
In my mind.
Go
I
on.
told you we shouldn't have had them stuffed mushrooms. I told you those were not the right mushrooms.
Hey, man.
I don't know the weirdest thing I don't think I've ever eaten anything off.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had gator, obviously.
Yeah.
And you guys have squirrel. Have you ever eaten squirrel?
I don't think I've eaten squirrel. No.
That's probably.
I mean,
like
I like escargot. You like escargot? Snails. I mean,
I don't think I've ever had escargot.
Really?
I've had caviar.
Really good. Well, the way that I've eaten it, it's not. A lot of people just eat the snails right out of like the can, right?
Yeah.
But the way that they do it, like
they are actually come out of
Salt
a
Rock
shell.
Grill,
Yeah.
They do it like so. They have this little piece. They just basically bake them with some butter.
I ain't eating
garlic
nothing
butter.
that's been crawling up the side of my house or across my driveway.
A little toast point. And then
Leaving
you
a
put
damn
it's
slick
real
trail.
Good. Real good.
Hey, go eat that thing.
recommend
Cook it.
escargot,
Throw
actually.
it on the grill.
Ceviche, right? You guys like your ceviche?
I like ceviche. I made it for Dad and Mom one time.
Yeah, I think he would. Yeah, you would dig it.
I know how to spell it, but I'm not
You
sure.
remember when I made it that one time? It was where I put.
Oh, that was a
the
restaurant
scallops.
downtown. I thought you were talking about.
Like the dish
it's a
ceviche.
dish
It's
ceviche.
so I put like scallops and shrimp in this like lemon juice, and I let it sit in the fridge, and it was like served cold, and it was a dip for tortilla chips. You remember? I made it one
because
time.
the lemon juice. The
I probably
acidity.
tried it. I probably
Like a
don't
little bit
remember.
of onion.
Probably out there at Gulfport, right?
We should make
Probably.
We should make some ceviche soon.
I got you, bro. I got a good recipe. I remember. I can do it. We
I'll
have
do
the
beer dip
technology.
with pretzels. Thank you.
We can
Oh, yeah.
rebuild.
Yeah.
And that was my weekend. So and then Ryan, of course, and I.
There
my
was
weekend,
one
I
night.
just spent out there
there
playing
was
with my
one
dad.
night in Harlem that I had to do
Yep.
something that I ate something that I didn't. And we're done
Was
with
it
this segment,
white
right?
dog shit? I'm gonna make you lick this white dog shit over here.
Dude,
That looks
how are you?
dry.
My name is very nice to meet you.
So maybe we just don't take that way home.
Yeah, we talked about it. We're not gonna talk.
It's
That's
Yeah.
45 minutes down there, Brennan.
you're gonna shame me into
Down
doing
Cutler.
this.
All right.
You're gonna shame me
Oh,
into
there they
this.
are. There they are.
Oh man. Yep.
Hi.
Step brothers. You remember?
Well, everybody, Dan Thomas is out there listening. We want to send a shout out to you. He's one of our other two listeners.
That's right. Dan Thomas, welcome to the club, man.
Yeah, man. Happy to have you.
For every one of you
haven't-
out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. And we got a big show tonight coming up.
So Dan Thomas, tell all your friends.
Yeah.
We hope you got plenty of king size candy bars last night out there in Halloween land. We know we did. We cleaned up, and we got more pumpkin beer. But people just started throwing us pumpkin beers because they were like, "Hey, that's the breeze. They did the pumpkin thing. Let's do it."
Yeah, we
Throwing
got.
us-
I mean, there was 5 kegs that got delivered alone to my house of pumpkin beer.
I did a whole tasting with me and Dad on the tailgate, and I thought I was recording, but I wasn't.
He didn't push.
So yeah, the whole thing is lost. But it was good beer. It was good beer.
Jack,
Yeah.
what? Kyle, can you? Oh, you do.
Fucking bring it. All right, guys. Like I said, they call us the Breeds. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra every Thursday night live from the Tiger Cage. Check us out, YouTube. You can always get a little extra odds and ends of these segments when you watch live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, of course, subscribe, and you'll get all the videos that we post on YouTube. And then, of course, go to Facebook.com/They Call Us The Breeze and like the page. We got plenty more show coming up. Ryan, what do you say?
I'm strapped in.
Strapped in. My feet are taped to the bicycle on this one.
Yes, sir.
All right. Dad, what do you say, bud?
We'll see you here shortly.
All right,
Thanks
guys.
for listening, folks.
We'll be back. Bye. Here we go.
Seid als Fach.
That is it. Guys, welcome back. They
baby.
call us The Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra every Thursday night live from the Tiger Cage. You know, our directors, we have 2 program directors. Give them a quick shout out. Miss Melissa Lepore and Mr. Craig Schumer.
They work hard behind the
They
scenes.
do.
You guys do a
Each
lot,
and every
a
show.
lot,
Melissa and
a lot.
Craig, they do a lot, but they messaged us from, they're based out in LA, so they're listening to the show live right now. They messaged us during the break and they said, let's up the energy a little bit here, fellas.
Up the energy a little bit.
Let's
Okay,
up the energy.
what
They said
else
it sounded like Ryan and Jeremy had eaten an edible and smoked a joint just before the show.
Well,
and that is wrong.
That's very
false.
wrong. We do not do that stuff.
We don't do that kind of stuff at all.
Yeah.
This is professional. We take
Well, how
this
about
very
this, Craig?
seriously.
How about this, Craig? Here's a note for you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Craig,
All
you're
right?
you're
Do you
kind
want
of
a job?
dick.
Do you want a job?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We
Shut the
employ
F
you,
up.
Craig.
Sorry.
Yeah, Craig.
Sorry,
Craig is kind of a dick.
Well-
if it wasn't for Melissa, you know,
I know.
It's a-
Producers
yeah,
come
well,
or a dime a dozen.
It was Melissa that came over first, and then she's like, I got my husband,
I got this
Craig.
guy.
He's at home. He's
Craig,
not
you're
really
out.
doing anything.
You
Is
don't-
it okay if he kind of comes in every once in a while? And she kind of like had him come in as like
Shape
a
up
little
or
kid,
ship
you know?
out.
She had him in the corner. He was playing with his toys. He had a little salad run that he went on. He went on a little
Coffee
coffee run
runs,
for
stuff
us,
like
and
that.
he started to work his way in.
PBR runs.
But he is a little brat. But whatever. What are you going to do? If Melissa, we'll take the good with the bad. You know.
Yeah,
Craig's on the out list.
but we love you, Melissa. Shout out to
That's
shout
a
out
new
She's
to
Craig.
getting a great
That's
Christmas
a new
gift.
Craig list. The
She's
out
getting
list.
a great Christmas gift. Craig, I can't. I don't know.
Craig, we'll see your ass in the parking lot after the show.
Yeah.
And by that I mean we're gonna fly to LA because it'll still be, early enough over there. And
Light
we're gonna
out. It'll
kick
be
your
light
ass
out.
after the show.
Yeah.
Guys, They Call Us The Breeze, episode 15, segment 2. That can only mean one thing. It's time to play. Let's do it. It's time to play birthdays.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
All right, guys. It's celebrity birthdays like we do every week. Dad is currently down 3 points against Ryan.
I feel like he needs anything to try to get an edge.
So this motherfucker tells us tonight that he was fully intended on going to work today and looking up the birthdays when he got a slow minute. but
Just two people. Just
He
two
was
people.
too busy at work to go do it. But he was fully intended if he wasn't
Just
too
Sandra
busy.
Bullock and somebody else, and I forget who it was.
Yeah, I definitely bet you that you pulled up Google and you said, okay,
I
it's
did
Sandra
not.
Bullock and blah, 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 blah. You didn't even have a chance because your day got away. But
So,
if your
yeah.
day hadn't have gotten away from you,
And
you
I'd
would
have
have been
remembered, I would have
cruising
done
into
it.
that. But you
I
know
had
what?
intentions of doing
It's
it when I
all
left house
about an integrity
because
game.
Teresa.
Exactly. Ooh, we have a mole, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen.
the-
You just gave away somebody. Who?
Yeah.
Who's in your cheating
my
squad here?
my
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who's your
comrade.
accomplice? Yeah.
said just out of the blue, oh, today's Sandra Bullock and somebody else's guy's birthday. Oh, I'll have to see how old they are just in case they come up tonight.
See what I'm talking about? That's crazy. That's crazy right there. And here I am, not even up yet. Okay, mind you. So I'm still sleeping.
All right,
so you
well-
guys are
Hey,
doing
I'm
things
sorry that
behind the-
Danielle's not trying to help you out.
Ryan is
Teresa's trying to
currently-
help me win.
Ryan's currently 3 points behind. We're going to get it started. Our very first
Up
birthday
3
goes out
points up.
to
Ryan's 3 points up.
Ryan's 3 points up. Yes, Ryan's 3 points up. First birthday is going to be
As what's his name would say, Gene Wilder, scratch that, back it up, back it up.
scratch that, reverse it,
Yep,
strike that, reverse it. Yes.
strike that,
All
reverse
right,
it.
here it is. Miss Julia Roberts.
I'd say
The lovely Julia Roberts.
58.
Dad says 58. Ryan.
I'm going to say 61.
Dad's going to get it. She's actually 54 today.
Probably
54.
looked that one up, didn't you?
I think that's who he got confused with because Sandra Bullock is not on my list.
So how old is Sandra Bullock?
I don't know, but she's not on my list.
Oh.
But
Well, you said she was out on the deck.
I was getting confused because you confused me and you put it in my head. But Julia Roberts,
You're dazed and confused.
I can see that.
Julia Roberts, amazing in Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
I liked her in Officer, or when she was a
She's Tinkerbell.
when she was with what's his name in a call girl.
Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Richard Gere.
And that
was
on
a great show.
The Movies That Made Us. You should watch that on Netflix.
It's actually very good. Yeah,
it's a good episode. Yeah, so happy birthday to you out there, darling. 54 years old. Our next birthday. So
wait, who's the mom in the mom? Who's the mom? Who's the mom in Blindside?
Blindside?
Is that
That's Sandra Bullock?
That's
Sandra
Bullock.
Bullock.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, next birthday up, we have Mr. Joaquin Phoenix. Mr. Joaquin Phoenix, younger brother to River Phoenix. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
So Joaquin Phoenix, you remember Joaquin? He played Johnny Cash in the Johnny Cash movie. Walk the Line.
Like when he was a young guy?
He played the Joker.
Walk the Line. He just played the Joker.
And that movie just came out about 10 years ago,
You'll
right?
remember he was in Signs with Mel Gibson with the aliens. And they live in the farmhouse.
I'll say he's about 48.
You say 48, Ryan. What do you say?
Yeah, I was going to say 44.
Dad is actually going to get it. He is 47. Very close, very close. No, hey, don't beat yourself up, man. You got it.
All right, I'm within one. Okay. I'm within one. I'm in striking distance.
All right, settle.
All right.
Settle.
Ryan, Professor Nerdhead, probably knows this one.
Mind your tongue, Professor Nerdhead.
Very special happy birthday goes out to Mr. Bill Gates.
I'm guessing he's 72.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Yep. I'll stay with it.
I was gonna say 74.
Dad is gonna get it. He's actually only.
We're tied. We're tied, bitch.
He's only 66, actually.
Oh, really?
He's only 66.
This is gonna be bad. How many birthdays do we have left? 2.
Bill Gates. Yeah, we got 2 birthdays. Yeah, we're sweeping through these.
We're back to even.
Bill Gates invented Microsoft in 1995. So.
No, he did not.
Bill Gates invented Microsoft in 1995.
Yeah, dude.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought he did Apple.
Dr. Steve, bro.
He bobbed for apples.
All right. Dad might know this one. Mariah might know this one. Very happy birthday goes out to the talented Mr. Brad Paisley.
Brad's going to be about 41.
41.
I'm going to say he's going to be about 45.
Ryan's going to get it. He's actually 49 today.
No, sweet
Really?
baby.
Yeah, 49. Still
God
looks pretty
bless
young.
him.
Still looks pretty young for his age.
What do you think Peyton got him for his birthday?
That's what I want to know. Yeah.
I know, right?
So what did he...
Peytonville. I'll give you my town, Peytonville.
Why they give this baby... Why they give him baby shoes? Baby can't even walk yet.
Got him
an insurance policy, an annuity from... that shit's the best one. He's like, baby can't even walk yet.
What was my guess? 40 what?
You said 41, I think.
Yeah, it's way too low.
Yeah, if you got to listen to the podcast. We'll play that episode for you sometime. Where Smartless, where they have Brad Paisley on, and he talks a little bit about how he was kind of thrown into the Peyton Manning thing, and he'd met him once or twice, but like it wasn't anything that they came up with.
Funny thing is, we met him at that hat shop downtown in Nashville.
Oh yeah, he was just saying he was.
And
behind
I was
the
buying
counter.
a hat,
Yeah,
and we were doing a show, and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got that interview. Another time when I thought I hit record and I was actually stopping a pocket recording.
So it was. We don't have it, but
it did happen.
It happened.
All
Brad
right,
was cool. He's like, Mike, show me that riff again. Dad's like,
the fight riff.
He's like, give me that strat.
Throw me that Telecaster over here real quick.
All right, last birthday on our list. Very funny guy. Awesome. Been in tons of TV shows. Small appearances, had his own show for a little while, and he's always been a sidekick to one of the funniest guys in late night, Mr. Andy Richter.
Oh, yeah.
I think I kind of know who that guy might be.
He was
who
with
would be a
Conan,
sidekick
He was
to?
with Conan O'Brien, forever.
Now was
the blonde-haired guy
kinda
that
chubby.
sat on the couch.
Yeah.
You would kind of talk like this a little bit, Conan.
Yeah, I really don't know. I'm going to just throw a guess out there that he's like 59 or something.
All right, 59. Ryan, what do you say?
I'm going to say like 52.
All right, carry the 3. But Ryan's going to barely get it by one year because he's 55. He's 55.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to you, Andy.
Oh, you're back with the one up.
Yeah, well, that was celebrity birthdays, guys.
Got
They
me
call us the
sweating.
Breeze, yeah.
Dang.
You guys both did great.
Dang.
Round of applause to both of you. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Look at that. Cheating. Still can't get it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's a lot of birthdays.
You're on watch right now.
Yeah,
man.
you're definitely on watch. You're on thin ice, bro.
I'm gonna find Val, and I'm gonna ask Val to put a little
Lock on my computer.
just a nanny so that I can see what you're doing, and if I
Yeah.
see that you're going to the
We're going to delete keyword search of birthdays
Yeah.
in your Google search.
yeah, if birthdays comes up at all, in
I'm going to
your
get
Google
a ping.
search.
Yeah,
we're gonna get a
Jeremy's
ping.
going to get
Yeah.
a ping.
Yep.
Mike's searching birthdays.
Yep. I can't. You gotta. It's a game of honor.
It is.
Anyway,
It is.
Yeah, they call us the Breeze guy. Nashville news. Right, we said a little teaser. We were at Nashville and we decided to check in on Nashville. Apparently, about a week and a half ago, they've got the party buses that we were talking about. How they remember what was the
Up
wildest
and
one?
down the street.
It was like a sawed off Jeep,
School
like,
bus.
yeah, or school bus, or like
military
vehicle, transport vehicle, soldier transport vehicle, stuff like that. But one common theme, obviously, they were all partying their asses off. So I guess the new thing, effective December 1st, is they're banning the sale of alcohol on those vehicles. So that takes
That
away
will pull a stop to that.
that takes away the pedal bar completely, because that's literally a bar. Some of those buses, I guess, can be rented and you bring your own beer. So that's what they're saying is okay, I guess. Still saying they can bring
Well, they're
their
going
own
to put
beer.
the pedal bars out then.
Yeah, well, that's just it. And a bunch of people in Nashville, and rightfully so, are pretty pissed off.
Business owners more than anything.
A bunch of people in Nashville are pretty pissed off because they're like, all right, you're basically going to ruin this industry by making this one certain, caveat to the law where you can't sell alcohol, and then people are just supposed to bring their own beer, and they said that's still allowed.
That makes no sense to me whatsoever, because, well, for one thing, everybody, I'm thinking, how many bachelorette parties we saw on those sawed-off buses?
About 40 buses.
And those sawed-off military high vehicles.
Bachelorette,
A few dudes, but not really much.
Those are always the
Those
weird
guys were
ones.
like just
And they're just
on a
hooping
big
and
level.
hollering and drinking and holding their drinks up and
Yep.
waving.
Like
You
a
probably
parade.
see
And,
one every
but here's
20
the
minutes,
thing.
right? At
Okay,
least.
so you can't sell beer, but what's the drinking law in a vehicle in the state of Tennessee? It's a state law. It's not going to be a Nashville law.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be a county law. It's going to be a state law. So if the three of us were to get in a truck, and me and Ryan were to ride in the back of the bed of the truck, and you're
Open
driving
container.
around, and we
Yeah.
have open containers, well, obviously we bought our own beer.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if it has to do anything with like it being a business.
Well, I guess
commercial
the
business or
thing
something.
is like when they voted, the vote was like 33-3. I guess was the banning, and that happened about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I saw it up on the feed, and then so December 1st, it's actually going to go into effect. But there was like this guy that was interviewed, and he's like, I work on the 12th floor of I guess the Pinnacle building.
Yeah, Pinnacle.
And Pinnacle, I guess, is that? And he says it's like all the time, all you hear is that partying, and they're going down in loops. And it's funny to us when we're there hanging out, but there's a lot of business buildings that are down there, and all they hear all the time is these loud buses.
I could see that.
well, if they're in an office building with windows closed, I don't see how
So
you hear
they're
them.
trying to kill the industry by putting in place this ridiculous.
And then look-
and that's a tourist industry. It's like us shutting down our beaches.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think it's going to completely go away in a sense, right?
No
There's going to be
way.
something that after this gets shut down, that there's going to be a company that comes out that's going to be very similar to it, because
figure
that thing,
out.
and then we're going to see who was playing behind
everybody.
what, you know what I mean? But
The ride into
you're-
town from
yeah.
the airport and the ride out of town from the airport. They're like,
So
this is not Nashville.
when does it
this
get
is
banned?
Nash Vegas. And this
December?
is the bridesmaid capital of the world.
Yeah.
So December 1st, right? So we got to get up there one more time.
Go see the parade one last time.
Oh man, what if they had like one long?
If they do it
parade,
like they do a
sign-off?
commercial that's in slow motion and it's like a Disney Magic parade commercial, like come see the magic one last time. It's just all these like
It's like Shamu.
Have your
It's the
bridesmaid
last of
party
Shamu.
right here.
Yeah.
Have your bachelorette.
you heard it
party
here first, guys. Well, maybe you didn't hear it here first, but you heard it here anyway.
That's right.
Get your asses to Nashville now and do your party bus shit like while you still can. Yeah, so that's our check-in with Nashville. Love you guys. Go! God, so much fun.
You can probably still drink on those scooters that we got, right?
Oh yeah, I mean that was fine. Zing.
I don't think you can do that now.
What if you had a beer helmet?
What's the difference in you're in back of a bus or you're on a scooter?
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
yeah. Then you could just be, well, why can't
There's
I walk
no
down the
difference
street?
in drinking on that bus than drinking in a car.
You can't.
If you're not
you can't hurt
driving.
anybody if you hit them on a scooter. If anything, you're
The guy
gonna get
driving
hurt.
the pedal thing is not drinking.
Yeah.
Everybody else is. The
Dad
guy
was-
driving
Dad
the
was
bus
part
is
of the
not
33
drinking.
that voted against this.
Everybody
So what
else
if you
is.
come up with like a?
So what
a
if you
system,
take
a
5 of your
scooter
buddies and you're
system?
driving down the street in a pickup truck and they're all out in the back?
So wait, this is what happened.
'Cause it ain't a business.
He's getting all worked up over this. Him and his buddies the other week went to Nashville again. They
That's
tried
where
the
you're at.
pickup truck thing. They got arrested. So they all went on the council and they helped
Got
build
this
that
huge
33
kind of.
to 3.
They took a few council members to dinner.
Yeah.
They probably bought them some entertainment tickets,
yeah,
and
smoozed
then
them a little bit,
You know
yeah,
what? And
yeah.
now they don't even have to. They wrote that whole article up.
They're like, if we can't do it,
In-house.
no one can.
Yeah.
That's right.
I
All
get it.
propaganda. That's what you're going to be doing? Just kind of a massive troll, but very intricately.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to hold everybody's feet to the fire and make sure it's all fair.
I'm surprised that there was some of those buses that were just packed full of dudes, and they
Yeah.
they weren't like partying and dancing as much as like the girl ones. They were just like, this is kind of weird. It's me and my bros.
well, it looked like they all just kind of got done fighting each other. Or every like 10 minutes, they would
They're
get
all
into a
wore
huge
out.
brawl.
They're all
Like, they
wore
were
out.
like- one dude had a bloody nose. The other kid was crying in the corner. I bet 5 blocks from there, it'll be vice
just the
versa.
testosterone bus, just rolling.
Yeah,
down.
it wasn't near as funny when the guys rolled down the street. It's like, I don't think they really knew how to act. The girls were like,
What if like you had a bus and it was like very proper, and you put like a little
Church bus?
practice putting green, and then you all wear like golf clothes and you're just very proper and like
it
very
would be
silent.
It would
like
be
the
kind
whole
of
bus
stupid
is
because
silent.
nobody could see the green.
But yeah, I guess.
What
you're
are
right.
they
Yeah,
doing?
Yeah. Idiots.
They're all looking down.
I think they're advertising for golf attire and putters.
Well, we'll just get we'll get a bunch of those VR headsets, throw on some golf games, and then you guys are really.
And you could be jump around like a bunch of idiots in the
Yeah.
back of the bus, and everybody would be like,
We
"Are
need
those aliens or what?"
we
They
need
look
to
like
get we need to
robots.
get an Oculus and see what up and get Dad on a golf game. That shit would be fucking great. I'm sure there's tons of shit Dad could do with an Oculus. Doesn't James have one of those? Probably.
He does.
Oh, he
yeah.
has one of
Oh,
those,
it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
It's-
we'll just,
James has a
we'll
headset.
buy like a good
That's
golf
wild.
game. We'll put you under it during Christmas break.
Shit, I broke the window. No,
Great
Dad, you
idea.
didn't even come close.
I bet even if you had like all the golf courses in the world that were open to you on the Oculus, you still probably don't have Augusta National. You still probably can't get in there.
Yeah.
Maybe you can.
That should be a game though, because I mean that would sell. People want to go walk that course. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, for sure.
But of course,
yeah.
it's not
They,
really.
they
walking
probably
it.
had
Let's develop it.
millions
You
of
write it.
opportunities to
Design it.
capitalize on
There we
it.
go.
We'll be
we
worth
just need
millions.
we just need a grant for a camera that can handle that sort of game. It's going to look like an orb and have tons of different cameras on it.
And do we know anyone on the Augusta National member board?
I do.
Oh, you do?
That won't be
Okay.
the hard
That's not
part.
the hard
Yeah,
part.
no.
Okay.
Getting on for us is easy, but a lot of people, they can't just walk out, Saturday morning and play. Dad and I and Ryan, that's a star status that they call us the Breeze. That's the kind of treatment we get. King size candy bars around this motherfucker.
You don't know how many times I've been late to a tee time there.
Oh, gee, and they're just like, "Don't worry, we'll hold up for you."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's wild.
Next time
15,
you're late,
20,
you don't
yeah.
We're
get
like,
an
we love
iced
the
tea and-
podcast. We love the podcast.
Yeah.
Next time you're late, you don't get your iced tea and free pimento sandwich.
Yep. And I just destroy everything in my path, and they're just, "That's fine. That's fine."
Windows,
he's putting
cars,
he's
trees.
putting sig butts out in the divot, sandbox on the
sand
cart.
trap. I definitely put a couple sig butts out there on a couple of them sand traps for sure.
Yeah, I remember.
Don't sit
that.
on those.
I
Watch out for
remember-
those magnolias, Jeremy. You're like
I remember
crunching
the
them.
time Bill Murray popped up out of the damn sand trap. Was like yelled at you with all that garb on.
Yeah.
Well, That's just a typical.
You're one of the golfers we need to get rid of.
That's just a twilight round on a Thursday for us, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's just how we do shit around here. They call us the Breeze, guys. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We're gonna take a quick little halftime break, but we got lots of show coming up. A lot of sports topics coming up in the third segment, so we're going to get into that sort of stuff. And then, of course, we got to open that mailbag. Got some questions for the Go Ask Your Dad segment, so make sure you don't go anywhere because the show only gets interesting towards the second half. A few more beers flow, and everything happens. So, Ryan, what do you say?
Let's drop the puck. Let's kick the ball. And
pucks on net. Pucks on net. Pucks on net.
Pucks on goals.
Yeah, Lightning tonight, 7 p.m. Boom.
Everybody come back.
Yeah,
Stay tuned. Tell all your friends.
That's
we'll be right back
Hell
after
yeah.
this commercial message from Crisco Oil.
That's right, from Crisco Oil. We'll see you guys. I like the Crisco.
It's something old. No, they make a prop gun.
Propagandas.
They make a gun used for a prop gun.
Wow. All right, that's
They're
how we're going
supposed to shoot live
get
rounds.
started here. All right, guys, quiet on the set. Let's roll. Intro.
Get drunk. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Woohoo!
That's right, guys. They call us the Breeze. Bravo Romeo. Easy for me to say. Bravo
Yeah.
Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage every Thursday night,
Say that
6:30
in
p.m.
English.
Eastern Standard Time. Of course, like the page, facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze, episode 15.
Woo!
Up
Yeah,
in
baby.
Where we out here, dude.
We rolling.
Fucking-
We
we're
rolling.
doing it. We're doing it. Got a second whole half a show for you guys.
We're over 2 dozen shows now.
That's
Yeah,
right.
come on now.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait till we hit that 20s.
I know.
20s, then the
We hit that
30s,
20. Tide will be
Yeah, we're like
Tide laundry detergent will be sponsoring us.
that's our
We
big
gotta have to
hopeful.
work on Michelle and see if Procter and Gamble.
Yeah.
That's
or
our
at
big-
least maybe just get a nice little tour of the facility.
Yeah, our biggest hopeful is Tide Pods. We want more Tide Pods. Give us the Tide Pods. Yeah. So yeah, for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't, guys. So tell your friends about the show. And
Anheuser-Busch wouldn't be bad.
no, that would be a
Gibson.
That would be the gift that keeps on
Busch.
giving. Yeah, that they just
Beer of the Month Club.
You know-
show up with pallets of beer. That'd be great for us.
I have heard that the Procter and Gamble headquarters, though, they have a really cool museum that they have with their product line, a whole separate
Cincinnati?
wing.
Type as fuck.
I'd be like, that
we could probably tour it. Michelle could probably work that in
That's
for
what I'm
us.
saying. Get us on the manufacturing line, get us on the line, and probably end up screwing some stuff up. And then they're like, Colgate has to recall.
Should probably yank all
thousands
3 of us off
tubes
the line and say, no,
toothpaste.
come on.
Apparently,
No, get out of here.
Remy's cigarette ashes were dropping in thousands of bottles of Colgate
Colgate.
toothpaste
They have to
for
recall.
an hour.
Oh,
Well, no, they
not
just
only
make that
do they
into the
have the
Breeze
little
dish.
blue and gray sprinkles, they have these little black
No,
sprinkles.
that's called the Breeze line, okay?
That's the Breeze
did
line.
a
Yeah,
special line.
special Breeze edition. With each purchase of a tube of Colgate Breeze edition, you get an action figure. Collect them all. You get Melissa Lepore. You get Craig, not Schumer. Yeah, Craig Schumer. Yeah, that was his name. And then you get one of me and one of Dad and one of Ryan.
Bobbleheads.
Mom.
There's
Mom's
even
going to be
moms in
very,
there.
very, very limited edition.
You get and then the super limited editions are the Benny and Clyde.
Yeah, Benny and Clyde.
Yeah,
The little teeny tiny kitty
and then you
cat.
get
and
And you
Brother-
get Brother Adam and all
Brother
of them,
Adam.
I think,
yeah,
right?
no, that comes automatic.
That's the figure with
That's
the
just you
belt
sign
of
up your email, you
the
get
belts of bullets and all the armory and everything.
Well, just like Adam's fashion, you know how he liked to hide all the time and sleep under beds and stuff. He's actually inside the tube of toothpaste. You have to cut it open.
Yeah.
To actually
Or
get
try
that-
to pop them up,
to
roll them
get
up.
the Adam action
and
figure
he's laying
out.
on his belly with a rifle like a
like
sniper.
a little army guy, like a little
Yeah.
green army man.
I got to design that toothpaste cover, man.
I gotta see that
Note
tape.
to self.
I
Note
gotta
to
see that
self.
tape.
Hey, how about, do you guys remember Night Shift with Michael Keaton?
Yeah,
Did we
was
talk
that
about this last
that
week?
when he was a reporter?
No, we talked about it, I think, last night. No, they worked in a morgue, and it was with Henry. What?
All right, Dad. Shit. You got
Henry
for you to
Mancini.
say.
Nah, but anyways, he has that little Walkman that he just walks around with, and he's like, he walks in and there's paper. He goes, "Look, man, I got this Walkman I just walk around with. Hey, look, ideas just come into me. Hey, look." And Michael Keaton pulls out a piece of paper. He goes, "Edible paper. See that? These things happen to me all
All
the
right,
time."
fine. We'll do that.
Anyways, check it out.
Well, he also
It's a good
founded
one.
McDonald's, Michael Keaton.
He is
He
the
did.
founder.
He did.
That's right. And he's actually on a new show called Dope Sick on Hulu, which
Oh, really?
we've been binge watching. Mom actually was watching it when I
Still
came
good.
back.
We saw it. Me and Mom were watching something the other day with him on there, and it was an interview. I forget what it was, but I mean,
He was
he's
on
older.
60
He's like
Minutes.
70.
He was on 60
That's
Minutes,
what
yeah.
it was. And he's 70 years old. It was.
Oh,
it
he
was
had
fun
all
to
that
watch him.
land out there in Montana.
Yeah, like 1,000 acres.
1,000 acres, man. Yeah.
One thing
Anyways.
you got to say.
That is something I
That's
wouldn't
Batman.
expect him.
Yeah.
One thing you got to say for Michael Keaton, he's pretty much one of the kings of Halloween season because of Beetlejuice. Like, I mean, that's just
Well, Beetlejuice, yeah, and Batman, but
that's just
Beetlejuice for
one
sure.
of the kings of Halloween is Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Don't say it 3 times.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, Keaton's funny. I mean, he's been in a lot of funny.
Come on, say it
He
one
can
more
do funny. Yeah, he can do funny. He can do serious.
yeah.
You know, when he was the reporter for the Chicago
Yeah.
Tribune
Something to watch.
or New York or whatever, I forget. But
Night
that was
Watch or something.
that was an excellent. That was an excellent
Are
movie.
we really doing that right now?
What? Going through Michael Keaton catalog?
No, we literally started talking about Night Watch. And
No.
then
It's
you guys
not.
brought it back.
We didn't
down,
even
like,
start
same
there.
one.
We started way off the.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, we're not even on the board. We have a new whiteboard, by the way. We bought.
Obviously, we can't
there's
read
not a
because we're
Michael
not
Keaton
following it.
segment.
Dad gets us a dad or mom. I'm not sure which one.
But you know
we
what
got
I
us
heard?
a new whiteboard, and we now have a whiteboard that we write on, and it's magnetic, so it can't stick to
So
our
what's
walls.
the thing about the Jordan Nikes?
All right.
Well,
Well,
no, we're
gonna
going
get
back
into that. We're
because-
going to get into that. But first off, Lightning are playing tonight at 7:00. Our record 3-3-1. Not a great
Go
start,
Bulls.
but
I
we're
mean-
we're about middle of our conference. So
Hey, we're just
it's
We're
start.
just
Yeah.
We're just
Bait-
dancing a little
gaming
bit.
them.
with
We're gonna
just
bait.
gaming.
Well, because I mean,
We're
you
just
had
reeling them in.
the Penguins game. The first game we played, they beat us 6-2, right? But then we haven't played the Penguins in like 2 years. We haven't played a lot of these teams. The Buffalo
Lucky for
Sabres,
the Penguins.
Buffalo Sabres beat us 5-1. We haven't played a lot of these teams because with the COVID bubble, and then the we went straight into the playoffs, and then we did the season last year where you only played people in your 8-team
I
conference.
know we're just beating their
So-
ass game after game after game.
And then
after game.
if those
Boring.
teams like the Sabres or if those teams like the Penguins didn't get into the playoffs, we didn't see them at all, and that's the fact of the matter. So once we played them and they beat our asses 6-2 on our season opener, the next time we actually play them, we beat them 5-1. So it's all about learning the team.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Tape.
We
You
have
need
to
some
like
tape.
we have to get in there and get to know you. It's like a dog park. It's like
Yeah.
dropping
Oh,
our
yeah.
asses off in a
Hey,
dog
don't be
park.
going over there. I just pissed there.
We got to
That's my
sniff
spot.
around. We got to sniff your ass a little bit. We got to figure you out, and then we're going to shut you down. So that's the struggle I think we're having right now. We're playing all sorts of teams: Red Wings, Sabres. We're playing the Coyotes tonight, and unfortunately, that brings me to
And
my
we lost
my next
Andre.
point.
We lost.
Kucherov.
We lost Yanni Gord to that
Kraken.
team Kraken team.
That's right.
Where that guy come walking up the sidewalk when we're out there enjoying
Yeah.
a beer at the.
Listen back to the Vegas episode. Yeah, that's a good one.
So
But
Nikita Kucherov, what's his status?
Kucherov. So I was worried about it because he walked off against the Capitals about third period a couple weeks ago. They played the Cap, then he fucking left third period, and he was kind of not looking good. He was kind of limping. I said, "Oh God, here goes the knee again." That was my first thought because that's why. I mean, again, all last year he was out until we went into the playoffs, and then he was in. Remember? I mean, that's how long that took.
Yeah, everybody was trying to say that we were trying to hide an injury, and they're like, no, it was all legitimate. And,
Yeah.
they brought him back when they could.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of bullshit about that. Oh, you.
Well, right now,
So
right
did he-
now,
Oh, so
whining
groin.
because
So
we
he
won the
pulled his
Stanley
groin?
Cup the year before, and we're going to win it again.
I guess he was chasing the puck against Garnett Hathaway, apparently, is one of the players, and they kind of bumped into each other. They just took kind of a weird spin. They hit the sideboards, and then he was like just crouched over in pain, and I was wondering, okay, is this going to be another knee injury? Like I said, it wasn't. They haven't specified what surgery he had, but he had a successful surgery this past Tuesday.
Who's that, Kucherov?
Yeah, successful surgery on the issue.
But he said he was holding
I
his
thought
groin,
it looked
right?
like a groin injury.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
what everyone kind of knows, but they're not really specifying or
And
saying.
I don't know why these people just don't say what it is. I mean, what's the big deal?
But he's only going to be out for about 8 to 10 weeks, so we'll see him in December. We're going to see him far before we hit playoffs. He's going to. It's the first time they've ever given us like exact information on how long he's going to be out. But
Well, that's good. I mean, he's going to come back and be
man.
well rested.
That's who we got on the wall right over here, number 86.
You know those Russians, man. Those
Number
Russians
one
are,
bullshit.
They play hockey
Bolshevik.
very good.
Bolshevik.
They come
Number
back.
That's a bunch
bounce
of
back.
Bolshevik.
Number one bullshit. For those of you who don't remember who Kucherov is, or maybe you're not hockey fans out there, when they won the cup, he was the guy that was not wearing the shirt. He was drinking the Bud Lights, saying number one bullshit. They made that T-shirt of him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was Cooch. So,
Yeah, shout out, Cooch.
quick.
Hey, here's
Are
to
you
a
talking
healthy
about on the
and
boats?
speedy
On the
recovery,
boat
my friend.
parade?
Speedy recovery. In the boat parade. Yeah,
We need to have him on here, man. We talk
we really
about him
should.
a lot.
We really
If there's
should.
any
We're
way we
huge
can-
fans.
I know he calls us all the time, and
Yeah.
Jeremy tries to schedule him.
I
but-
can't understand what he says, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's half the issue.
Who is
Like,
this?
dude?
Scam likely.
Exactly. Hanging up now.
He's like, those
speaking
breed
of,
checks.
Speaking of
I
Champa
love
Bay,
'em,
man.
but-
Speaking of Champa Bay, the $600 or the 600 touchdown ball,
How about that?
right? Me and Ryan
How
were talking
about
about
that?
it.
Got to give it to Mike Evans.
That's right. I mean, that is pretty cool. Yeah.
Hey, it's the way I look at it is those guys are so generous. You know, they catch a touchdown pass, they want to pass it off to.
All right, so yeah, let's let them know out there in listener land in case they're not fans of the Bucs or in case they don't know what actually happened. Tom Brady, as you all know, is our quarterback. Threw his 600th touchdown ball
to Mike Evans.
to Mike Evans. Mike Evans, what, threw it up in the stands?
No, he handed
he
it
does
to a
what
guy.
he always does. He
They handed it
hands
up
a
to a
ball
guy
and-
in the first row or whatever.
Yep. And it's just how they do it. But they thought about it for, no one thought about the guy who got it. It's like, hey, man, this is the 600th touchdown ball.
And I don't even know that everybody even knew.
no one knew
They probably
because
announced
they went
it
over.
after it happened, and then everybody realized, whoa,
Yeah.
Yeah.
including the doctor, or he's a doctor or whatever.
Oh, the guy that got the ball?
Yeah, he works for Largo Medic. He's a mom can correct me on this, but I think he's a what do they call it when you're not
Cardiologist.
no
Pediatrician.
when you're working at a hospital and you're a
RN.
X-ray tech.
a doctor and not training. He's a doctor, but when you're at a certain hospital, you might go to another hospital or whatever.
You're doing your clinical. You're doing your
residency.
residency.
He was a resident at Largo Medical,
Got it, right.
so that means he's a full-fledged doctor or whatever, or he's
He just has to go.
surgeon or
yeah.
whatever he does, so he's had season tickets for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Oh, so he didn't even
He
need the
lives here.
season tickets. But anyway, so
No, he didn't,
So
but-
he catches the ball and he gives it back because he's like, this is a big deal.
Well, the
Once they
the
realize
team
what
sends a
happened.
staff member over there
And they-
asking for it.
they initially give him what? They gave him
$1,000 gift card
and then
and
a
souvenir.
signed game ball
2 signed balls and 2
and a
jerseys.
gift card. And then the next day they're finally
Tom
like, all
Brady
right, this
said, "I'll
dude-
give him a Bitcoin that's worth 62,000."
Well, and then they give him season tickets, which I wasn't aware he already had. So they offer him
So
season
they have-
tickets.
he has
For
a
2
second-
years.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah. Dude
what
kinda
would you
cleaned
guys?
up.
I mean, they cleaned up.
I don't know
but
that that's worth $340,000 or
Ryan and I-
$500,000 on Sotheby's, but I mean,
What would you have-
he didn't catch a ball; they just handed it to him. So I
Right.
mean, it's fair, probably.
What do you think you would have asked for?
Yeah, Ryan and I were speculating.
I would have
yesterday.
gave it back.
Just for free?
Well, I would have just gave it back.
Dad's
Just
like,
for free?
oh no, I don't need any of that stuff. You don't have to.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I see that. How precious that would be to him. I would have
Right,
just given
yeah.
it
Well,
back.
we're
I
joking.
wouldn't have thought about the money
Yeah,
value.
see, we were joking about that. We were like, Dad is too stand-up, man. We were talking about it yesterday. We're like, Dad would be like, oh, no. And they'd be like, Mike, we'd love to give you the deed to the team.
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
gonna, like-
you're going to own the button. No,
You're gonna be
that's
like, I
fine.
don't-
It's just,
Not necessary. Not necessary.
No, we were like, so we started thinking, we're like, look,
we're like,
this
what
guy.
would he? What
Oh,
would get him?
wait a minute. What did you say yesterday? Okay, I'll take the team
We
and
did
I'll
get-
sell for $9 million.
Yeah, we got to the season ticket
Or
part.
$9
We're
billion.
We're like, all right, he probably would take the season tickets because it's like, well, then I can get. To
Well,
go,
no, and then
you know?
we're arguing, or not arguing, but I was like, Dad, he's gonna be like,
I'd take
he
season
goes-
tickets and pass them out to you
Dad
guys.
goes, I won't even want season tickets. He's gonna be like, I like watching it at home anyways. And
Okay,
then
here's
they're
what
gonna be
I
like,
want.
Hey,
I
then they
want
go
a
like this.
Leroy Selman, a Derek Brooks, and a Mike Allstott jersey from.
Yep, signed from each of them. Find him, hunt him,
And
hunt him down.
Mike
You know
Mike
what
Evans
I
would be
want?
like,
Yeah.
"What am I? Chopped liver?"
No, hey, you know what? You're gonna be like, well, Mr. Glazer, since you asked, I'm retiring next January. I would love to have Derek Brooks, Mike Allstott, Warwick Dunn, John Lynch. I want them all there. It's like a birthday party. Yeah, that's what I want, and that's my demands. They're like, this guy's playing hardball. This guy's playing some serious hardball.
And me and
Look,
Ryan,
he turned down $9 million.
Me and Ryan have to take them to training camp on how to drink and keep up with Mike. So we have to meet them on the field at practice.
Be like, all right, boys.
Like,
12 Hooters in the morning.
At night, and we got to start pouring pitchers and start doing shots. And like this, you got to get ready. You got to get ready because Mike is going to fucking
like
drink.
We have January 28th circled on the calendar. This is the biggest game of our day. Look. All right, I want you to get back into the 90s, all right? The early 2000s.
You boys need to get
conditioned. This is
conditioned.
my pre-checked we're talking about here.
You need to get in condition.
Do the wheelbarrow. Why do we need to do this? I don't know. Do it right now, and then we'll think about the next thing.
How much have you drank yesterday? Yesterday? I mean, like, well, maybe this past week. How much? Like this past week? Okay, but when's the last time you had a drink this month? Like 7-8 days ago. How many? Like 3. Okay, get in the fucking car. Get in the car.
We're going to need to do laps.
We're going to the field. We're going to the field.
We'll be there at 5 a.m. He usually starts at...
Ryan, get the flip cups out. Get the flip cups out. Mike Allstott doesn't know fucking shit about drinking. Get the flip cups out.
Look, if we're going to beat Mike, we got to be Mike.
Yeah.
Okay? So we need to start...
All right, first rule of Mike Drink Training Camp. You will drink everything that we put in front of you at all times. It might get hard. You might wake up at 10 a.m. and you might have a PBR 16-ounce shoved right in your face. It's going to be difficult when the syrup that go over your pancakes tastes a lot like bourbon. It's a healthy mix. Get into it. Get used to it. It's going to happen. Yeah, man. Are you ready? We're going to start that training camp.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready. Now, you all have your welcoming packets.
If you refer to the first 4 pages of the welcome packet,
4 harmonicas.
Inside every welcome packet, you will find your own copy of the lyrics to Hotel California. I do not want anyone bullshitting their way through this song during Bonfire Country Hour. All right? Do I make myself clear?
What about 7 Bridges Road? That is something that we cover.
We will.
Day 5.
We will be breaking off into groups, and we will be doing 4-part harmonies for 7 Bridges Road. And then at the final end of the week, every team will compete for who does the best for 7 Bridges Road.
Are we going to be drinking this whole time?
There will be a lot of drinking. What we won't be drinking is water and nothing. 2 things we will not be drinking at any given point: water and nothing.
We're going to have Teresa.
Yeah.
Get home at 1 p.m. She's going to walk around. Your job is to piss her off. She's going to get back in. She's going to come back out.
Boys, these are your duties, should you choose to accept them or not. This is your last chance to leave camp for the week. Crawl home like little sissies. Go suck your thumbs, get your blankets, or you can hang with us Breeze here at conditioning camp, the Mike Breachak Drinking Condition Camp, LLC. Copyright.
We'll see y'all for lunch. We have Zach Brown doing some coloring book stories.
So how much do you think that anyway? Wow. What happened? I blacked out. I channeled something there. So what do you think that ball would have been worth if that dude would have sold that ball on
$1.5 million.
1.5 mil?
Well, they said it was worth $500 million or $500,000.
I'm thinking you'd have got that ball and you'd have got in your car and been running down Dale Mabry Highway as fast as you could from Tampa Stadium.
It's not worth the ticket.
Avenue, yeah.
It's not worth the ticket to Mike's training camp, though.
Yeah, no.
Those things can't be purchased. Those things are like Willy Wonka, you know.
That's what I was going to say. That's a golden ticket.
No, you know what? We opened something like that in Vegas, just a little bit out in the desert. We opened like this. It looks like a little old saloon town in a Western movie, and we own it. And
somebody got shot.
And we're gonna start this business.
Out
in the desert, just outside of Vegas, Vegas, for all the bachelor parties or bachelorette parties that they want to come through and do, like the day long, where you check in the morning, 9 a.m. We're putting a beer in your face by 10. You have to spend the night in the lodge right there, so there's no drinking and driving whatsoever. You're committed to staying in the lodge for the evening. And we just go through the obstacle course of fucking drinking and build tolerance for the.
So who's going to run this camp?
It's like a fight, you know.
So 3 of us, David Spade and Chris Farley.
That becomes such a fucking thing when they go to Vegas for the 3-day bachelor party. They're like, we got to do the first day at training camp. We got to get ready for drinking.
Chris Farley,
are notorious for it, and we literally.
David Spade is your concierge, and Chris Farley is the guy that does all the the exercise
The
stuff
drills
or whatever.
Yeah, the drill sergeant.
Not the drill sergeant, but
Major Pain. Oh, we should
No,
have
no,
one of the
no,
weigh-ins,
no.
brother.
First
the,
first
exerciser.
3 hours of that first day, someone gets alcohol poisoning and is rushed to the hospital.
And we get shut down.
End of the day, someone dies from alcohol
Hey,
poisoning.
we're coming back
right
to
on the
Florida.
ground, just
What happened?
passes out in a bush somewhere and no one notices, and he's just
Hey,
dead.
But
Where the fuck is Clyde?
But the fact that they
Clyde
don't have to pay
hasn't
for a
been
thing,
seen for
and
3
we
days.
sought them out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a binding contract, It's not like something they elected.
It's like our own Squid Games, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
It's,
Yeah,
we got our own Squid Games going.
like
Well, guys,
it.
when we come up next, we're going to talk about, speaking of prices of precious items, a pair of Jordan's rookie year shoes were sold for a very huge amount of money. We'll talk about that.
Shoes from an athlete.
Yeah,
And
Michael Jordan. Yeah, from a rookie
Oh,
year.
his?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that
Actually
when we
a pair
get.
of his?
Yeah, we get right
Oh,
back.
wow.
And then, of course, we've got the mailbag, open the mailbag for Go Ask Your Dad. And like I said, make sure you guys keep the emails coming. We're so happy about them. Thank you guys for emailing. They call us thebreeze@gmail.com. Send your questions in for Dad. So, yeah, make sure
Send
you
me the questions.
stay
Come back
tuned,
for
yeah.
the next segment.
Yep, we're going to do
You're
it,
going to
guys.
enjoy it.
Ryan, what do you
It's
say?
probably going to be just as funny as the last one.
That's right.
Go talk
Hopefully
to the
better.
lawyers
not
about
better.
trying to get this training camp. We have a dead body
All
on our
right,
hands.
go get on the phone.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. Welcome back, everybody. They call us the Breeze.
Yeah.
Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Do it. We need it. Dad's over here yawning. I
was getting ready for a tiger.
We just woke Dad up
Correct.
from a little cat nap. He took a little nap on the That's the
Ooh,
fun part
there's
about.
going to be a Tiger King 2. I just saw a little
There is.
banner.
Yes, I
It's
did see
it's
this.
going to be Carol this time, though.
Carol fucking
Carol
Baskins.
fucking Baskins. Hey,
I'll tell you.
I think she ought to open an ice cream shop. Baskins.
I don't know
Baskins
how I'm ever
and-
going to
Baskins and-
financially recover from this.
Baskins
Ain't it
and-
the same name?
Baskins and Robbins.
Baskins and Robbins. 31 flavors, please. That's
Oh.
a pretty good place.
Wow, this kind of tastes like.
There you get the pink
Kitty cat.
spoons. You get the pink spoons, man. That's a stoner's paradise. You go in there, you get the pink spoons. You sample every single ice cream.
This don't taste like milk and cream. It tastes like. That's what happened to her, old man.
Yeah, no
Yep.
doubt. They're going to have a special ice cream from
It's
Carol
funny that
Baskins.
it's funny that you say
flavor.
that about the poisoning of the food, because I'm watching, for the Halloweens. It's still, I was, now it's not Halloween anymore, but I was watching the Tales from the Crypt. That's how I usually round out my October, and most every other episode is them poisoning somebody with something. One episode they're poisoning someone so that their body gets stiff and they think they're like dead, and it's just a prank they're playing on, and then somebody's poisoning the husband's food and then cutting him up, and then someone's just a bunch of poisoning.
Yeah.
Like, I used to love
Also
the Twilight Zone.
gnarly
I still love the Twilight Zone, but the Twilight Zone can each episode, there's 156 episodes, I believe. Each episode can all tie into the same 6 stories. And when I read that, it kind of broke my fucking heart.
And with the forensics that we have nowadays, and everything, and the cameras and everybody,
Cell
and everybody,
phones.
and who sees who doing what, and it's amazing, that they can find out that victim A, B, C, D, E, F, G
Right.
was poisoned, and that's how he died. Except they can't still figure out how the guy in Russia got poisoned. That
they're crazy.
yeah.
They're crazy over in Russia.
Well, Putin and those guys. I mean, you know who I'm talking about. That's
Right.
been going on for. He was in and out of the hospital, and I don't think he's dead, but he's sick again or whatever. And it's like, oh no, we did. Oh
I think
no, we
poison-
wouldn't do that.
I think poison. Though,
He's
at the end of the day-
he's the opposition guy, party guy, leader. It's
So,
like bullshit.
Well, Epstein didn't kill
our
him.
CIA, in this country can do whatever they want. They can off anybody in the world, except for probably a world leader like Putin, and get away with it. But
well,
pretty much.
Have them try to get me. That's all I gotta say.
You always left me satisfied and
Not gonna
smiling.
happen.
Ugh.
Yeah,
That's what your mom said.
That's what she said.
Whoa!
Yeah, we'll edit that one. We'll edit that
All
one.
right, buddy. All right.
Dog will hunt.
Dirty bird. Guys, that's they call us.
That's
the
why I
breeze.
told Dan at work. I said we edit stuff out.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, not a lot. What I do is, like I said, I go out and listen, and I go, oh shit, I gotta get back in the bedroom for that one. I gotta cut that part
If you're
out.
listening live on YouTube,
Yep.
you get what
That's
that
what-
a lot
yep,
of people
the
don't get
uncut,
on Monday night.
6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Just
on
like
YouTube.
watching the
They call
NFL,
us
you
the
know,
breeze.
on
Oh, yeah.
satellite dish. No
Yeah, you're gonna get
commercials.
some- you're
It's
gonna
not a
get some
satellite, idiot. It's a satellite dish.
hot or cold.
I mean, in the old days, I don't
hot or
even know
cold,
if it's
what?
the same, but you know, back in the day when you had those big satellite dishes,
Oh yeah.
when they went off the air, they weren't off the air. You heard everything in the booth going on
Grandpa
until
used
the
to
game-
have that like fucking
in Tennessee.
No, in
On Locust Street?
Locust,
Oh,
fucking,
yeah,
they
yeah.
used to have that huge satellite dish. It was like you could channel alien spacecrafts with that thing.
Yeah,
that thing
it
you-
almost reminded you of like
was a-
Cable
Yeah,
Guy.
pretty much.
It was as big as a trampoline, dude. And
Oh,
it
it
was.
was.
In that backyard.
It was.
I remember it was like
It
metal
was.
grate.
It was as big as a small kiddie pool.
Yeah.
Well, it reminded me of the topper of like a fire, like an outside fire pit. You know the toppers.
Oh, it's
on
6
it,
foot
right?
diameter.
I mean, it had.
And
like,
I mean,
yeah.
when they went off the air, you still heard. What went off the air was the broadcast of the football game. You know, when they do the commercial breaks and,
and they would
everything.
think they'd
But
be off mic
in
and
the
I'd be like,
commercial breaks, you're not seeing the commercial breaks. You're seeing those announcers and the guys behind the scenes live
Yeah, those dudes
and
are
what
like-
they're saying and whatever they said, you heard.
He's like, those nachos.
Yeah, those Buccaneers
nachos-
suck.
Those nachos are cutting my stomach up.
Yeah, dude,
something
I'm gonna
fierce.
go
I
take a
gotta go
shit.
use the restroom.
My IBS is acting up. I'll be
Exactly.
right
Now
back.
you heard you. Yeah.
Well,
that-
I remember watching, going to Grandma and Grandpa's and having once we were old enough to where they'd let us use the remote and we'd actually be able to surf their fucking dish, dude. This thing, I mean, we're talking back in the early 90s. So we're talking, we had the funniest was like Japanese or Spanish Looney Tunes. So we would be watching Looney Tunes.
You
but it would
couldn't
all be
understand
in
what they're
Spanish,
saying, right?
And we didn't have a way to do that back then, except for with this huge dish. So we'd be back there, me and Adam be just laughing our tits off because
High
we're
on
watching
shrooms.
Looney Tunes. But it's all like, and we're like just cracking up because we're like, you don't need to fucking hear what they're saying anyway. You get the inflections and it's fucking Looney Tunes. And me and Adam just be cracking up watching
because you couldn't understand the
Looney
language.
Tunes in Espanol and whatever, and like so. Oh man, yeah, that was the best part about their dish. We'd watch like Japanese game shows. And,
Adam probably caught the part about, I want some nachos and cheese.
yeah. Queso y nachos.
Yeah, I understand that. I want some.
Yeah, well, nachos is obviously nachos in Spanish. So
he heard that.
Adam
he knew
raised
that.
his hand.
yeah. Burrito, taco, and
He's like, I
nacho
keep
are
hearing
still the
nachos every
same.
once in a while.
I want some.
He's like, I know Spanish. Burrito, taco, nacho.
Yeah, just when he's about to, like,
quesadilla.
Hopefully, Adam ain't watching us tonight. If you do, we love you. We're
Love
just
you,
making
buddy.
fun.
Quesadilla.
But your nachos are ready, queso boy.
Hey, boy.
Case I love you.
Queso boy.
So, spiraling back to the football that would have been worth probably about $1.5 million. Did you see the Jordan's Nikes got sold this past week? Literally this past week. Jordan's rookie year for the Chicago Bulls.
That he wore.
He wore them on, I want to say, they said, I got my notes here, the 5th game of that season. Yeah. 5th game in 1984. All right. They just sold for $1.47 million. This
Wow.
pair of Nike, it's the Nike airships. They were white with red trim, little red designs and stuff on them. $1.47 million. Somebody bought these shoes at auction for. And
I
in
can't
Las
believe-
Vegas,
I
of all
can't
places.
believe-
Of course, it was in Las Vegas.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, someone just hit.
You know
big
how
and he's
hard
like,
it is
I'm
for
gonna put it
mom
big.
to drag me to the Skechers store and spend $50 on a pair of shoes?
Exactly. Me too. Jesus, man. Like I can't like those Ghostbuster editions because they were $100. They still haven't even been worn yet. I'm like afraid to wear those.
I know. Mom, I got a pair that Mom bought me. Oh shit! It was around. My one Nike New Balance was falling apart, the leather ones, and I was like, I need to get a new pair of these or whatever.
He's been wearing Skechers.
And
He's been on
so
the
we
Skechers.
went down there and we bought 2 pair. Buy one pair, get something off. And she goes, get those. So I got those, and then I got these, and
well, they're no Nikes,
and then they're
Jordan.
still in the
Yeah,
box
that's
because
true.
I was like, wow, I can't believe these New Balance the rubber around the corner of the shoe is peeling back. I said, I'm going to take some of that the super glue and put it around there and see if it works or whatever. Sure enough, it did. And I cleaned them up, and scrubbed them and everything.
Modern problems
So those
require
brand
modern
new
solutions.
shoes are still in
Super
her
glue.
closet
Although-
on the thing.
Well,
that
that's not.
She got them online.
That's just not the
I am
quality.
not a shoe and clothing guy.
What
Well,
if you use those shoes as like your lawn cutting shoes?
These
You're
shoes,
like,
yeah,
I got-
that's
Hell no.
no. They're like,
I had that going.
That's what happened. Dad actually bought the shoes for the $1.47 million that we didn't know he had, and he's just planning on
Cutting
using
the
them
lawn,
during
using them
lawn.
during lawn-
The
lawn care.
first pair that Nike ever created for Jordan. These shoes are hand signed by Jordan.
Tad just wears them
and
for
he's just gonna go out and mow the
yard
lawn.
work.
So apparently, this is the second highest that the
Ain't
other.
nobody told me about it.
The previous sale that set the record for this was another pair of his shoes, which were worn during a 1985 exhibition game, and they were sold for $615 million.
Well, if I known Mom
$1,000.
had that much,
$615.
extra cash in the
$1,000.
bank to just buy anything, we'd have a Telecaster and I'd have a new set of irons. But
This brings up an
she
interesting
didn't
point.
tell me about that stuff.
Guitars, guns, and
Girls.
and
This
Just girl.
with this
only.
going for 1.47 million.
Guitars, guns, and
This
girl.
brings up a good point, an interesting point. So there's actually almost a stock exchange where you have a very exclusive shoe. So it's essentially like, for instance, getting back to your Reebok
The Ghostbusters one, yeah.
There's only a limited edition, so there's literally people out there where they invest just like a stock just to see if that shoe will go ahead and appreciate in value. And when it does, it's almost similar to a stock, and then you sell it.
So you're saying
at
this
a
could be
higher-
my retirement plan?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm very interested to see what your Ghostbusters are going for,
be
and it
my-
gives you like a stock graph.
Well,
so
the
now they're worth
Ghostbusters
this,
movie's
now you're
about
worth
the
that.
new Ghostbusters movie's about to drop with Paul Rudd. That shit's going to put Ghostbusters over the top. Reebok's already released a new line of shoes for the releasing of the December is it when it comes out? I
Dude,
think?
yeah.
December?
So I'm interested
So,
because it's
Correct me if
basically-
I'm wrong. I think it's just a pair of shoes.
Hey, but you know what? If you think that
there are shoe
pair is
files
valuable,
out there now,
yeah,
dude.
It ain't like shoes is like guitars or guns.
Well,
That's
no,
true. That's
but
true.
a
That's
$100
true.
pair of shoes could be worth $500 right now, and we don't even know it.
That's true. That's true. Those sneakerheads
That's
out there.
ridiculous.
Those sneakerheads.
Leather's leather.
They're mint.
Lace is lace.
You know what? How about just a nice pair of Birkenstock
Oh, I want to sing
sandals?
you a
You're fucking me up, Will.
leather. Yeah.
You're fucking me up, Will. Guys, that's They Call Us The Breeze. It is time once again to open the old mailbag for Dear
favorite.
Dad. Let's do it. All right, yeah. Always a good time. Make sure you guys get your questions in every week. They call us thebreeze@gmail.com. We usually read 3 of your emails. Sometimes I pick
Are you
themes.
flying a plane?
Do you think there's any
Put your
questions
headset on right.
about his training camp?
Well, hopefully next week some people are going to be interested in the training camp. They're going to
Yeah,
start
we'll
signing.
sign you up. It's a 3-week camp. So
And what don't we drink? We don't drink water.
Water.
we don't drink
and nothing.
water.
And nothing. Those are the 2 things we don't
The only
drink.
wa-
Water and nothing.
For breakfast, if you want orange juice, you got to put vodka in it.
Yep.
I think
That's
is that
true.
what the rule
Yep,
is?
yep.
Well, there's a menu.
Yeah, you check it out. We'll have a QR code out there for you guys. Very first one on the
You sign up or you sign out.
very
Milk
ship
for
up,
dinner
shape
if you
up, or
like
ship
it.
out.
Milk
Yep.
for dinner if you want it. But you
Ship
go
shape.
right back to the beer.
Put a little rum in that milk, man. A little Rumpelstiltskin.
It's a liver conditioning.
All right,
program.
first email up tonight is from Crystal in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Hey, Crystal.
And
How you doing, girl?
She asks you, Dad. She goes, "What foods will you absolutely not eat? What are some foods that you just won't eat?"
Brussels sprouts.
You had my Brussels sprouts one time when we had the pretzel
They
chicken.
suck.
Yeah, your Brussels
I
sprouts
ain't eating
suck.
them.
You know, you probably tried them at least for me just to make.
I
me
probably
happy.
did.
They had bacon on them, bacon grease.
Yep.
Yeah, but you just hate them. Why? Because if you're like
I
me,
don't like it.
you eat the Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts, but man, when I eat Brussels sprouts, they repeat on me for the rest of the night, dude. I'm just burping up Brussels sprouts.
I learned to
Ryan's
not
shaking
like
his
them
head.
since
Yeah,
I was about
I do like your
6th
Brussels
grade.
sprouts.
So
I was
nope, out.
Okay, Brussels sprouts are out. What kind of cuisine? Like, if you could think of a culture's cuisine,
like an
what-
ethnic dish,
what's something you just? Well, I know he doesn't like cilantro. I know that. He doesn't like a lot of cilantro.
I ain't eating no. What are you talking about?
Cilantro's the little greens that they put on a lot of Mexican food.
Well, I know that, but I mean, what I don't like is guacamole.
Oh, I'm not a big guac fan either, man. I don't like avocado.
You gotta
dude.
get it freshly made, like by Mr. Blavel.
Take a baseball bat and knock them off the tree.
Yeah.
They're useless.
Yeah. All right. You've heard it here first, guys. He does not like avocados. He doesn't like guacamole. Fuck that shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris,
Next question.
Crystal, I hope you got your answer out there, darling. Thanks for writing into the show.
There will be no guacamole at the training camp.
Now let's have some more questions.
You can bring your own guacamole if you want. You can get the Tostitos jars or whatever, or you can just bring the ingredients.
And I'll buy it for you if you want to come over and we're having a party and watching the Bucks kick the shit out of everybody.
At the training camp, Mike's
or the Buckeyes. Doesn't matter. At the training camp, I'll provide all that.
Mike's hosting.
I know it's nutritious, and I know a lot of people like it.
Mike's hosting.
And it goes along well with beer while we're watching the Buckeyes beat the hell out of Michigan State, Michigan, Penn State, whoever the hell else.
I was just going to say that Mike's he's hosting guacamole night and he's just standing in the corner with his arms crossed the whole time.
Yeah.
Just like, not doing it, won't do it.
But I'm providing it for all the guests because they enjoy it.
That's true.
With the, because they've already went through phase 1 of the beer training.
Yeah.
Drinking.
They're hungry.
Yeah.
They're drunkery. Yeah.
But look, they can only eat maybe 10 chips max, and that's only that's gonna be their portion.
That's true.
Got
I mean, it's a training program.
It's small portions.
And the whole thing is with drinking, we all know you don't want to get too full.
Exactly, because there's a lot of beer. Beer fills you up.
Absolutely.
So you just want maybe one handful
so
of things.
You got to have, and then you got to have beer, cheese, and pretzels. It's
we
a
can't
training,
give it all away.
It's a nutritious training program.
All right. Well, thank you out there. The next email we have for the dad segment is James from Little Rock, Arkansas, and he asks, very simple question, very notable question. I had it caught my eye within the list of 1,000 emails I got over the last week. This one popped out immediately. James asks, Beatles or Stones?
Oh, yeah.
See, now he loves his Paul McCartney.
There are 4 things. You don't talk about religion, money, politics.
He loves his Paul McCartney.
Stones.
He loves his Paul McCartney.
Well, being from Arkansas.
Oh, is he going to do No Country right now? He's doing No Country right now. I guess we close it now.
Well, I'd never say I like the Rolling Stones if I'm being... No. I was trying to build...
I'm in for it, dude. No,
let's
do the whole answer
I was
this
trying
way.
to do Bill Clinton, but Beatles or Stones, hands down...
Oh, you were doing Bill Clinton, Arkansas?
I was trying to.
I thought he was doing No Country.
I never touched...
You got excited.
I never touched a stone in my life. I've never been stoned in my life. No, I like... overall... Yeah. If you'd asked me this question 20 years ago...
Which would be 1991.
Whatever.
You're thinking
I ain't got no calculator. I can't.
You would say
math.
Stones because
I would say the Stones. However,
I've taught you so much.
After no. Well, yes, but after 20 years ago, I got 2 boys, and they're on the show right here.
3.
And if they continue to act presentable, they'll continue to be on the show. Other than me and Teresa will be doing a Tammy Faye.
Yeah, what the hell did this go from? We're
I'm just
kidding.
kidding.
Beatles
I'm
or
just
Stones.
kidding. No, but and I always thought about the Stones.
Well, you had and
they have great rock and roll. But to be quite honest with you, as me and Jeremy and Ryan were playing pianos and guitars and stuff like that, and we started doing be quite honest with you, over the Stones, one of my favorite musicians and singers, songwriters was Paul McCartney and Wings. Always has been.
Comes from the
Paul
Beatles.
McCartney and Wings.
Yeah.
Always been since the 70s, 80s, 90s. Always been one of my favorite singer-songwriters.
So
and,
Beatles has to be the answer in the
So
question.
Beatles.
For sure.
Ding, ding. Where's that ding, ding, ding thing?
What, this one right here?
Yeah, that one. Beatles.
Yeah, so Beatles.
That's my final answer. $2,549. I'm writing it on my board. That's my final answer.
Fuck yeah. Well, James, I hope you got your answer out there. James from Little Rock, Arkansas.
So anybody out there got any questions from Austin, Texas, about
I got Wichita.
country music or anything?
I got Wichita, Kansas here.
That's close enough. I reckon.
Alan from
Does
Wichita.
that guy ride a horse and do any pole bending or roping?
He doesn't mention it in the email, but Alan.
Well, let me see. I'll listen to this question.
Alan from Wichita, Kansas asks, "What are your favorite TV shows from back in the day?" That's a good one because I'm not sure if I know this.
Yeah.
Probably MASH. I remember you used to watch the shit out of some
Well, it
MASH.
depends on how far back in the day.
Cheers.
But no, and I'm going. You want to?
Oh, okay. Let's go.
You want to go back to when I was a kid? Get smart.
Oh my God, let's go.
Daniel Boone, Get Smart. And I'm talking about
Get
when
smart
I was a
with
kid.
like the
Hey, missed it by that.
they redid that with Steve Carell
Steve
redid
Carell.
that like in the movie. Yeah, he had the
With
the
Anne
phone.
Hathaway.
The
With
phone was
Anne
on
Hathaway.
the shoe, right? The shoe was the
Absolutely.
phone. Okay, Get Smart.
Agent 99.
Okay.
No, favorite TV shows. Could it be music or whatever?
Bonanza.
Not necessarily. I watched it.
Dukes.
I watched it.
What about Dukes?
Dukes of Hazzard. She was pretty cute, but
Daisy.
we used to watch, and I'll tell you what. As a kid growing up in the city of Dayton, Ohio,
Give it to me.
my dad
All of
decided to get into horses because he met some friends that had horses. Quarter horses, American quarter horses.
Yeah.
So we bought a American
A quarter of a
horse.
horse? You guys buy? You guys are up
No, we
snatching
bought
up
the
corn?
full horse, but a
you're-
quarter horse
All right,
is like
don't yell. Don't
Yeah, you have to yell.
Don't yell.
We're not at auction.
We're not in a hurricane.
no, we're
right
not
now.
at an
We're not-
auction.
we're
They
not-
just, people raise and sell horses like they do dogs or whatever, kennels or whatever. But
Mountain goats.
an American quarter horse is, and why they call it a quarter horse, and anybody that watches the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, the Belmont Stakes, those are thoroughbreds. Quarter horse is supposed to be like faster than any one of those horses in a quarter of a mile.
Do a quarter horse, do they have a lot of changes on them?
I'll
What?
take a
Excuse me?
nickel horse. I
A
want
nickel horse.
Can I
Yeah.
get
Do
a
we
nickel
have
horse?
a dime horse? Dime.
In a quarter of a mile, that horse is supposed to be faster than a thoroughbred.
Okay.
They got big buttocks and
They have
hind
wagons.
legs.
They have wagons.
Wagons.
They
You
run-
can say wagons.
They
It's fine.
run fast in a quarter of a mile.
got
It's
cake.
basically what they were bred for.
Cake
But
bread.
they're a very,
Cake bread.
very, very smart horse.
Well, what about, okay, like kind of get back to your TV shows. Anything reality? I think you remember you said Paradise Island when that came out, when
Oh,
that
yeah.
debuted. That
We
was one
watched
of your
No, I
favorites.
was saying
shows.
Paradise Park.
MTV Cribs.
There you go.
Do you like
Throwback.
MTV
Nope,
Cribs?
nope,
I know
nope.
Dad is a closet MTV
So
Cribs.
I'm a Western. I like a lot of Western shows and stuff like that. You know, that involve
Spaghetti
horses and
Westerns.
guns. No,
Well, I hope that answers your question out
Daniel Boone was a big favorite of mine.
there. Oh yeah.
And I didn't realize till I was a older adult that F Troop and Paul Lynde was smoking pot in a peace pipe.
How
Lord.
dare they?
Well, I will say though, like that's
I
kind
mean,
of
F Troop was like partying with the Indians, so I mean that
I
should have
know,
been your
right?
first.
In a teepee, and they're smoking.
That should have been your first clue, bud.
I had no idea. I was so naive.
I'm
It took
35
me
and
till I
knew-
was
I'm 35 and I knew that F Troop was smoking it down with the Indians, bro.
at 35. I'm not sure I was. Well, when I was a kid, I didn't, and I'm sure when we got married, I still didn't.
You figured it out pretty quickly.
Joel
after that.
probably pointed it out to me.
Probably Uncle Joel. Good old, Joel Bacon and the Sizzlings.
you guys
Guys,
are cruising.
I'm so glad you guys came to listen to us tonight. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. They call us The Breeze. I had fun. We had fun. We're going to need plastic surgery to remove the smiles from our goddamn faces. That's how much fun we
No.
had.
Sorry,
It's been a great night.
Yeah,
It's been a great show.
So we're going to go watch the rest of the Coyotes game and figure
See
it
ya,
out.
and we're
Yeah.
gonna eat some taco. Hey, Mexican food.
Yeah,
si,
see,
senor.
queso, Adam,
right.
please,
Mom
queso
makes
nacho.
Mom makes dinner. We have the best cook.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
have a good one. We'll see
Hey,
you.
everybody, have a happy Halloween.
Yeah.
No, that
Or-
already
That
happened.
happened already.
I hope you have had a happy.
All right.
I forgot. It's Friday. Or
All right,
Thursday.
guys. Good,
I forget
good
what
night.
day it is.
Good night,
What
everybody.
day is it?
It don't matter.
Shit, none of this matters.
See ya.